is.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
Blackstone
This is
there.
Blackstone.
And that's
Yeah.
Leroy
Mingus.
Mingus. And it looks like, I guess, a letter.
Well, this is proof that they were together.
Yes.
Now, and also Blackstone wrote this letter to Mingus. He hardly ever put a date on things. It was really hard. He would go like January 10th, period. We didn't know what year.
Yeah.
That's what he did. Yeah. So, but there's no date on this one, and we checked it out. And he mentioned the name Mummy. Now, let me tell you, Blackstone knew hundreds and hundreds of people when he was on the road. When I was with the show, 1947, my first year, the second year, 48, we played the Raja Theater in Reading. And that they were one-nighters, but it was, we were here. It was marvelous. So Blackstone had a lot of friends, and he would always, after the show, in fact, he hired one guy to be the assistant on the show just to drive him.
Wow.
And he was an assistant, but he also drove
Sure.
because Blackstone really didn't drive his car. He just had somebody else do it.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that Mingus and Blackstone were together. But he mentions about a mummy. Now, Blackstone, when I joined the show, had a mummy. And it was an empty mummy case that was rolled out on the stage and then opened up, and there was nobody in there, nothing. So he would close it, and he would open it up, and there was a mummy in there. And he took the mummy out, and he would dance with the mummy on stage. And then he would put the mummy back in and turn it around, open it up, and it's a girl inside in a beautiful white gown or an Egyptian costume or something. But he did have a mummy in his show.
That might be
That's
the
what that
that might be the
reference-
reference, yeah. So they must have had
Well,
some conversation
right.
about the mummy, and that's...
Well,
I'm sure
Wow.
they did.
Yeah.
So what does it exactly say?
Okay, the letter reads, "Live, laugh, and love. There will come a day when you will break your wand. Remember, the mummy hasn't had any fun for more than 5,000 years." And I never knew what the mummy
Blackstone.
reference was to
Blackstone.
until
And
today.
I can vouch for it. That is definitely Blackstone's signature.
There you go.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Great.
Yeah.
Was the mummy a real person when he danced with it on stage?
Pardon me?
When he danced with the mummy, was that a real person? Or was it just
No, it wasn't mummy. It was just something
figure.
that made of cloth and thread and
Wow.
stuff, and with a skull, with a
Yeah, face.
skull on it for the face.
Wow.
And he would dance with it, just a couple of steps, not much.
And now, how Wayne? You own this, I assume.
Yes,
And for
that
how
came with
long
me.
have you had this?
Since I bought the shop in 1976.
Wow, and you never
so-
knew what that reference was
Never
until
knew
today.
it. Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you for filling us in
Yeah.
on that. That's great.
Thank you, Adele.
Yeah.
You're, wow, a
Certainly.
wealth of information
Magic behind the magic, I guess. Huh?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Wow.
behind the
Magic. That's awesome.